Hey y'all, welcome back to the Dad of All Trades channel. My name's Adam, and today I'm going to try a Walmart challenge. The Walmart challenge I'm going to try today is I'm going to go inside and see how little I can spend and come out with items to build a knife. I'm going to try to spend as little as possible and see how good of a knife we can make. So just stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Okay guys, so I just ran into Walmart and got these three items: a machete, some Loctite epoxy, and a bamboo cutting board. Yes, the machete is a blade, but I am going to cut it out totally, so I'm not going to use the cutting edge, so it's not that much cheating. It's kind of thin too, thinner than I thought it was, but we're going to see what happens anyways. The cutting board I think will be good for the handles and the grips. I did buy some brass pins earlier today, or a piece of brass to make some pins out of, but the cost of it would be negligible. So far we're in it for 13 and a quarter, so let's see what happens. Alright guys, let me show you what I got today. We got this 1/8 inch piece of brass that we should be able to make pins out of. And this is a $5 machete that looks okay. We might do a little quick review on it. We have this cutting board here. It's actually bamboo. I thought it might look kind of interesting as a handle. And some epoxy. So let me get that machete out and we'll check it out real quick. Alright guys, let me show you this machete real quick. It's fairly thin, as you can see. The grip has got some mismatch to it. It's pretty slick too, but it doesn't feel that bad. The edge is pretty well non-existent, but for $4, I mean, you might be able to tune it up a little bit. We'll take it out back and see if we can chop something with it. So I'm going to say you might be able to tune it up. I mean, I think it almost cut a little bit. That stuff's pretty soft, but a little bit of work on it and you should be able to get it pretty sharp. So let's see if it'll make a knife. So this is the general shape and idea of the knife that I plan on making. I'm going to cut it out of the blade and then put the wood handle grips on it and 2 pins in it. So that's the general plan, and now y'all know what I'm trying to do. So we'll see if we can get it done. So here it is drawn out on the blade. I'm fixing to cut it. I'm not an artist by any stretch, but we'll see if we can get it cut out and how it looks.
Oh yeah, it's smoking.
Yeah, it ain't supposed to do that. She's finally give it up. So we'll try and find the difference. I got one more. It took a little bit. We got her cut loose. That's the basic shape of it. Well, it's rough and sharp, but that's the shape we're going to cut out on this piece of bamboo cutting board that we're going to use. So I'm going to cut one and then I'm going to go ahead and cut another one so we have our 2 scales for the sides. Now we've got our 2 scales cut, so we're going to shape this blade up a little bit and then we'll look at drilling these 2 holes. So we got the rough shape cut out. Now I'm going to drill the holes for the pins so we can get the wood and start shaping it too while we're shaping the rest of the body. Now I've got this thing clamped up, and I'm going to drill the holes by hand, transfer them through, so we can pin this thing together. So we made a little progress. I've got the pins in, and I'm just getting starting to do a little fit and a little shaping. So I'm going to take all this down. I'm kind of liking this little curve right here going up to this point right here, and then some of this belly is going to come out of here, and I got to shape these. Little mismatch. It's not what I wanted right there, but we'll get it tuned up a little bit. So I do have a little bit of shape in that handle. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can clean that blade up a little bit, get a little shape into it. Then we can go ahead and glue those scales on the sides of it and get those pins cut down because they're still poking out. So stay tuned. Well, as you can see, the epoxy dripping out of it. We've epoxied the scales on the side of this thing. Got the blade ground down pretty good. It's got a couple spots, but it'll work. Pins are in it and it's clamped together, and give it, this stuff is 5 minutes, and then it'll be kind of set, so then we can maybe work with it some more. So we'll see if we can get a little shape out of that handle. So we've got this belt sander set up, and it's making a big difference in the sanding process. Actually getting to feel like a little bit of a handle here. So I'm going to continue sanding on it, and we'll see where we end up. Alright guys, well, I'm going to call it a wrap for this Walmart knife build. It turned out alright. The handle's got some shape. It feels pretty good. And the edge, I think I'm going to tone it up tonight, later on, with a knife sharpener and get a better edge on it. But, you know, I mean, for 13 bucks, materials and all, it's not that bad. And it's the first knife I've ever made, actually. So I'm kind of proud of it. It's got a little booger on the blade there, but, you know what, all in all, it turned out pretty well. So just remember, guys, to please like, share, and subscribe to the video, and we will talk to you later.